Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading, a general love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Let's call in our spirit guides and ask them what's next in love, what's coming your way, anything that we want to know about this area of your life. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? I'm going to start with some angel messages. Spirit, I am listening for you now. Let's start with a little angel message. Dream boldly and fearlessly. The universe delights in helping you turn your visions into reality. So absolutely dream big, right? So there's nothing that spirit wants to give you everything. You know, there's infinite love and infinite abundance in this world. And spirit, there's just because somebody else has it doesn't mean that there's not enough for you. So we all have the ability to have as much as we want, and spirit wants that for all of us as well. Let's get another angel message. Spirit, please share with me. I have trust. 232. Trust in yourself and the universe. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Boy, that's a good one for today, isn't it? It's always a sense of, I do trust myself, and I do trust the universe. You know, it's a combination of the both. I mean, I think that's a good way to put it. You know, believe in the divine plan. I love that because we have to be reminded that everything happens for a reason. It sounds so simple, but things come into our life and choices that we make lead us to other things and our path and people coming into our life for different reasons and lessons. So it's all connected. It really is. So we just have to keep living it and believing it and blessing it and all those good things. Let's get a fairy guidance. These are little fairy cards. Let's see what our fairies have for you today. I have manifestation. Oh, I love the magic wand. I'm a big believer in like wave your invisible magic wand. Okay. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. What you think about, what you write down, what you put out into the universe, and even using these readings. That's why I always say, please use these readings to help you to manifest, because sometimes we run out of ideas and what to say. You know, we run out of, I don't know what to ask for anymore. I don't even know what I should be asking for. So you can take parts of this reading and claim it, own it. That sounds like something I want. That's something that I need. And then at the end of this reading, we will take this as a manifestation if this isn't in your life yet, and we'll put it out into the universe, and it will be just another way for you to continue to talk to that divine source of yours. So continue to manifest along with me. Spirit, please share with me what it is that you have. I have friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is a time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Surrounding yourself with friends. You know, there's no reason for you to be lonely, Spirit just said. You know, even if you don't have a relationship, surround yourself with really good friends, make some new friends. You know, I think that sometimes when you're struggling the most, the best thing you can do is human contact, family, friends, groups of people, just to remind you that you're not alone. Okay, so friendships, but I'd like to think the person that Spirit's bringing into your life is going to be your best friend. Let's start there. Spirit, what is this divine plan? I have a 7 of Swords. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a 9 of Wands. And I have a Page of Wands. They literally said you survived. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you survived, but you survived for a reason. Okay. And maybe you really went through some really difficult times. Maybe you were really, really hurt by somebody. Maybe it took you a long road to find your way back. The way they said it, you survived. I mean, some of you, maybe you were physically hurt, certainly emotionally hurt, but you're not there today. Okay. You're strong, independent. This is coming into me now as you're hopeful. Okay. I feel like your hope in your heart is going to carry you. That is how it's coming in, that there's something going on with you right now that you've been working on hope, if that makes sense. You've been working on, I'm trying to be more optimistic. I'm trying to remove negative people and thoughts from my day. I'm trying to focus on what's ahead of me, not what I went through. So I want to say that your hopefulness, I guess I want to say is a love magnet. I think that it's magnetic. I feel like somebody sees you as you're the most optimistic person I've ever met, or I've never met anybody that can put something like this behind them and say, I'm a better person for it and not be bitter, something like that. So this hopefulness is in your court. I'm going to say it that way. I have a King of Cups. That felt very genuine, I have to tell you. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 10 of Cups. I have a 5 of Wands. I'm going to say I've struggled with finding the right one. I'm sure that that's what's going on, and I think it's going on both sides. I think that they're saying it's a rat race out there. I haven't heard something like that in a long time. I have old-fashioned spirit guides, if you haven't heard me before. This is a feeling of, I can't find anybody. I can't find anybody decent. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. I feel like it's wasting my time. I can't do it anymore. But I don't want you to give up hope, because that is what somebody's going to be excited about. This came into me so pure and so genuine with the 10 of Cups that you are going to find the most caring, loving person on the face of the earth. You are going to be shocked. Okay. There's something very, very emotional about this connection, that it's, I don't know. I mean, we just love deeply and purely and from our hearts, and it's genuine. And this is somebody who you probably are going to say to family and friends, I just know this person's in love with me. You know, like everything they do, everything they say, the way they look at me. I mean, and I think everybody around you is going to know this person's in love with you. So it's such a genuine love. It's such a deep emotional bond. I guess a love like no other. I guess I want to say it that way. I don't think you've ever been loved this way. They're saying, please do not compare it to your past. Maybe you have a tendency to compare people to past relationships. So they're asking you to please don't do that. This person is their own person. This person hasn't ever hurt you. This person isn't the person who hurt you or lied to you or cheated on you. This is somebody who is coming into your life with a pure heart, truly. I know it's hard to find, but they do exist. I have trust. They want you to trust. They want you to trust this person. I feel that this, you can see how her head is like upside down. It's almost like I'm falling and I know you'll catch me. So there's a sense of, I do trust you. Okay. I have movement. I like the wave the magic wand. There's something going on with me. You know, it's like a make-a-wish, but it's the magic wand energy today. But I love this sense of movement. And is it a straight line? No. Is it from point A to point B? No. It's got a lot of twists and turns. And that's okay, because I feel like I don't feel like it's twists and turns in a negative way. I feel like we're just going to go through a lot together. We're going to experience a lot together, sharing our lives together, but all under this big, huge umbrella of love, you know? So I'm not feeling obstacles as much as a journey, a journey. I have moving on from my past, moving on from negative thoughts, negative people, toxic relationships, things that I look back at now and say, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was I doing? I'm going to set more boundaries for myself this time around because I care more about myself. I'm stronger, they're saying. So there's something going on with you. And it's a beautiful new beginning. I mean, look at this. This is so much fun, isn't it? It's this sense of wow, and I can't wait. I can't wait to start this process. So right now you've got something coming into your energy, or is in your energy for some of you, that is really going to start. You're really going to start to feel these emotions. You really are. You know, it's a deep. I'm falling deeply in love. I mean, it's I think that you're both going to be deeply, deeply in love. I don't know how to describe it any other way other than that. You know, is it going to be physical? Probably. Is it going to be, you know, great team partners and intellectual energy? Probably. But I'm leaning much more towards this, a deep, deep, deep emotional bond. So, yeah, you'll have all those other things too, but I think the thing you'll notice first is you're just madly in love with this person. They're madly in love with you. I have a tower after a tower, and I surrendered. Okay, I surrendered to moving on. I surrendered to setting new boundaries for myself. I went back to hoping. I went back to believing in love again. All of those things. I have a wheel of fortune. I trust whatever the universe brings to me. And I love this kind of swirl of energy that, like, I'm at the center of it all. Like the universe, you know, is kind of spinning around me and kind of moving me always. You're always in motion. Just remember that. You might feel stuck, but you're always in motion. I can deal with whatever comes my way. Absolutely. Leo energy. You could have lots going on here, guys. I have a Four of Swords. I take the time I need to rediscover myself or to rest. And then the bottom of the deck, I have the Fool. So I'm ready for this journey. I'm definitely ready. I'm guided and protected on my life journey. So I feel safe. I'm ready to take this leap of faith if that's what Spirit's bringing to me. I'm ready to dream big. I'm ready to follow this divine plan. All of those things. So let's see what initials they have. First initials, last initial, Spirit. Let's get some. Some of you may be able to confirm somebody that could be on your mind today. Otherwise, we'll use these just as some clues to possibly new love coming. The letter L, F, Y. I have a V, I have a G, U. I have another G. I have an R. I have a Z, T, X. I have an I. And I have some new letters for those of you that's a little more challenging. So first name or last name, first letter, second letter of the first name or the last name, yours or theirs. Okay, so this is a little harder, but if you get it, little bit more of a confirmation that some of the messages in today's reading were meant to find you. Spirit, please share with me. I have the letter N-A. I have a Z-A. I have an L-O-R-E-T-Y. I have an R-A. C-A. I have a PA. Okay. And let's get 2 more. HA. A lot of A's. And I have an HE. Okay. So some of you could be connecting to those letters as well. Spirit, what else do you need us to know about this connection? I love this feeling of you having this like bubble of hope and them seeing you as optimistic and glowy and, you know, let's just say your glow up, you know, this feeling of, I don't know, maybe they see the glow up in you. Maybe you've changed. Maybe you've put a lot of energy into yourself recently. I have make a wish. The heavens conspire to make your dreams come true. Big dreams, they said in the beginning. I have a sanctuary. Find a quiet place to retreat and connect with spirit. So quiet your mind. Listen to your inner voice. Let your angels guide you. All of those things. And let's get some other messages. What else do you need us to know at this time? So you've got some beautiful, loving energy coming towards you, everybody. I have a Cancer energy. So there you go. There's your Cancer. They could be a Cancer also. I have a Virgo. I have smooth sailing. How about it's easy this time? How about this energy is, I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to try so hard. I don't have to worry about what I say or do. It's just easy. It just works. I have, it's a universal love. This was a divine plan. I like this kind of shooting star energy. I like the fire. I even like the 2 people standing on the earth. I feel like, you know, like we found each other somewhere in this universe with all the millions of people. Somehow we found each other. I have a Taurus. I have a spiritual connection. I can feel it. I know it. I have a Libra. Beautiful. And I have intimate and independent. We can have both. We can be close emotionally. We can have a beautiful life together as a couple. And then we can have our own lives too. We can have what's important to us. We can do our own thing and grow as people, as individuals. I think that that's always really, really important. So for those of you that, you know, you like having this sense of, I don't want anybody to tell me what to do, for sure. We'll have a life together, and then we have things that we do differently and separately. And then, you know, we have the best of both worlds, don't we? I have an Empress energy. I have an 8 of Swords. I have an Emperor, Empress, Emperor. And I have a 3 of Cups. The 8 of Swords came into me as that you get to a point where you realize that there really isn't any reason for anything to hold you back. Okay. You might start out this way. You may have a shield up. You may feel like, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But they're saying over time that you really do. You start to feel that love. You start to feel that King of Cups coming in with this genuine love. And I'm falling deeply in love with you. And it's a love like no other, they said. Because you do start to feel like this is truly your equal, or you've met your match, that there's something about this person. And it could be, we just work really well together. We have the same values, the same interests, the same morals, the same, we have a lot together. We have a lot in common, you know, so sometimes you feel like you meet somebody and you're like, you're just too perfect, you know, like it's everything that I want, but there's no such thing as too perfect, right? And the 3 of Cups, of course, is, I don't know about you, but I'm going to celebrate this love. I'm not going to worry about it being taken away from me. I'm not going to worry about hiding this love to others. I'm going to be out in the open with, this is the person I want to be with, and we're happy to be together. How beautiful. Spirit, what loving messages do you need to share with us? I want to speak my truth. I'm going to say that from day one. You intimidate me. You could be really an amazing, powerful. Maybe they've never been with anybody that, that they say, oh, she's way out of my league, but you want to be with them, that feeling of you could be with anybody. Why are you with me? Because you're an emperor or you're an empress, so sometimes we see that. We see the other person as, a step above. And that's not a bad thing, I don't think. I'm so stressed out. 5 of Swords. Maybe they have a busy life. Maybe they have a lot on their plate. Maybe they like having you in their life so that they have somebody to bounce those things off of, or vice versa. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in my life. I love everything about you. I'm in agreement with that. I do feel like they're going to be sharing that with you. Stay forever. I feel like, what's the next one? I was made to love you. I would say that as well. I'm going to say we have a celebration coming, that I'm just so grateful that I have found you. I'm just so grateful that you have come into my energy. You bring me hope. That we keep going back to that word hope. So there's something going on with you right now that maybe that's your new mantra, that I'm just going to keep believing. I'm going to keep hoping. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to remove negative energy from my life, because that is your power magnet right now. That's what they're going to fall in love with. They're going to fall in love with this beautiful, positive, incredibly mentally, spiritually healthy person. So I'm made to love you. Stay forever. How gorgeous. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to bring this to you now. Please manifest this with me. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind comments. I appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website at kathymamolenpsychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I'll put the links in the descriptions below. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Cancers, and we'll see you all again real soon.